Screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
So we were talking about classical square of opposition. We already covered this contrary and sub-contrary relationship. What was this contrary relationship? Can anybody just explain?
Yes, sir, I will try.
Yeah.
Yeah, here and the relation between like A and E statements.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if one is true, another will be automatically will be false. And if
Yeah.
both are false, then it will be like undeterminedly.
Yeah. If one is false, then we cannot say anything about other.
Yes.
And what is sub-contrary?
Sub-contrary is the relation between like I and O statements, and if sub-contrary as both statements cannot be false at a time.
Yeah. And but both statement can be true at a single time. Okay. So next relationship we will talk about subalterns. So subalterns relationship. Now see, little difference would be there in the subalternative relationship of A and I and E and O. So just be careful, as you are always in all the relation, be careful between the relation of A and I also. The relation between A and I is also subalterns, and the relation between E and O is also subaltern. So the thing you need to remember with subaltern, it's down with true. Just down with true, nothing else. For example, if this is true, this will be definitely true. Nothing other condition will be applied here. If this is false, you cannot say anything about this. If this is true, you cannot say anything about this. If this is false, you cannot say anything about this. Just one condition, and that is down with true, means if the upper statement is true, the lower statement will be definitely true. Just one thing you need to apply here. Rest everything, if this is false, you cannot say anything about this statement. And if this statement is true or false, let it be anything, you cannot say anything about the A statement. For example, all humans are good. So let this statement, just suppose this statement is true. Now, what will be the I statement for this?
Some humans are good.
Humans are good. Now, just if you apply common sense, if all humans are good, then definitely some humans will be also good. Are you understanding this? If all humans are good, then definitely some will be also good. Because if a trait is applied to whole population, then it will be also definitely applied to some people of that population. So this will be also good. That's why it is down with true. Means the upper value, if it is true, the lower statement will also be true. Now, you cannot apply any other thing here. For example, if this statement is false, if all humans are good is false, then what about this statement? Can we say anything about this statement?
No, sir, it is undetermined.
This is undetermined. In what possible way this statement will be true? If all humans are not good, for example, 100 humans are there, just try to understand, and 50 are good, 50 are not good, then this statement is false, but this statement is true.
True.
Now, let's see the other condition. If 100 humans are there and out of 100 only 100 all of 100 are not good, then this statement is false, and this statement will be also false because no human is good. So the thing I want to make you understand is like, if the upper statement is false, you cannot determine the lower statement. Similarly, on the basis of lower statement, can you determine the upper statement? Can just on the basis of some value, can you determine the whole value?
No.
Not
So it will also be undetermined. Okay. Next, the relationship between E and O. The relationship between E and O, this is also subaltern relationship. This is also subaltern relationship, and this subaltern relationship is up with false. Now, what does this mean? What does this up with false mean? This up with false mean, if this statement will be false, then this statement will be automatically false. Like, for example, some humans are not good. What will be the E-type statement for this?
no humans are good.
Now see, some humans are not good. If this statement is false, if this statement is not applied to some of the population, then how can the same statement you can apply to the whole population? This will be also false. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that statement was down with true and up with false.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, can you again explain this AI wala?
AI. Okay. So see, this is down with true. Down with true means if the upper statement will be true, and similarly the lower statement will be also true. For example, if all humans are good, then definitely this thing means some humans will also be good. Down with true and up with false. Now, just one question. Can we apply, just try to think, can we apply the up with false in this statement, in this relation, and can we apply the down with true in this statement? Just think. Just a minute.
We can
Okay, can we apply the up with false here?
Yes, sir, I think we can do it.
Yes, because both are the subcontractors. No?
Yeah, so we can apply both the rules here and there. So if you can think about that, it means you understood everything. I just gave you different example to understand these relationships. This is down with true and up with false. Down with true means if this statement will be true, this will be definitely true. And if this statement will be false, for example, if some humans are good, if this statement is false, then how all humans are good can be true. So if this is false, it will be definitely false. So regarding subalterns, you can write regarding
means-
subaltern. Yeah,
That means there is no distinction between A and I and E and O, right? So
yeah,
both are same.
similar. Yeah, exactly. No difference between A and I and E and O. Both are down with true and up with false. Okay. If you want to write, just write this. Then we will move to next relationship. Okay. Now, what is the next relationship? Next relationship is between A and O, I and E. So, what is this diagonal relationship? This diagonal relationship is contradictory. Contradictory. So, what does this contradictory means? If one is true, other will be false. One is true, other will be definitely false. And if one is false, other will be definitely true. Both the condition applies here. Just give me one example of a type statement. Any example of
All
a type?
pens are pencils.
Yeah, all.
All pens are pencils.
It's not audible correctly.
Pens are pencils.
All okay. All pens are pencils. What will be the O type statement for this? O type statement will be some pens are not
Need pencil.
pencils. Okay, now just think, if this will be true, can we say this will be definitely false?
Yes, O is false.
Fully opposite.
Yeah. For example, if all pens are pencil is true, then some pens are not pencil. We cannot say that this cannot be a condition if all pens are pencil. So if this is true, this will be
False.
False.
definitely false. Now see, if all pens are pencil, this is not true, this is false. It means some pens are not pencil, this will be always there. Like there might be condition like it might be like all pen will not be pencil, but some pens are not pencil, this will be definitely there. So if this is false, this will be definitely
True.
true. So this is the most easiest or simplest relationship, contradictory relationship. If one is false, other one will be true. If one is true, other one will be false. So this is all about classical square of opposition. If anyone is having doubt in this, they can ask, and we will move to next topic, modes and figures. Any doubt? Okay,
No.
next topic. Okay, now how you will three statements are there. Just give me 1 minute. So first, moods and figure. We need to just we need to have basic requirement of something major term, minor term, and major term, minor term, and middle term. So, for example, three statements are there. All dogs are cats. All cats are animal, and all dogs are animal. So these two are premises. This is conclusion. Now, how to calculate the mood and figure? So this is not very difficult. First, you need to understand three terms: major term, minor term, major term, and middle term. First, you need to understand this major term, minor term, and middle term. So what is minor term and major term? Just simply go to conclusion. This line is your conclusion. You can find conclusion every time. Is there is someone is having doubt like which line will be conclusion?
No, sir.
Okay. So first, just go to conclusion. Every time the third line will be conclusion. Just go to conclusion, and in the conclusion, the term which will be coming first will be your minor term. And major term will be the term which will be coming at the end in your conclusion. Now, which term is minor term here?
All dogs.
Dogs will be minor term, and which will be major term?
Animals.
Animal will be your major term. Okay. Now, middle term will be that term which will be absent in the conclusion, but will be present in both the premises. And write this. So middle term will be absent in the conclusion. Which term is absent in the conclusion? Cat, and it will be
Cat.
present both the premises. Okay. So this is all about term. Now let's talk about premises.
if there is terms?
Yeah, one is minor term, major term, and middle term.
No,
Minor
I'm
term,
asking about
yeah,
middle term. In middle term, do we have any? Can we get any two terms?
no, you are asking like
Only
whether
one or
only one term will be there which will be absent in the conclusion. If there are more than one term which are absent in the conclusion, it means your syllogism is not having proper structure. It's a kind of error.
okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now see, this minor term can also be represented as S, because this will be present in the subject of conclusion, and this can also be represented as P because it will be in the predicate of conclusion. Now one term which will be missing there, it will be your uh, middle term. So now let's talk about premises. So there are two premises. One premise will be minor premise and one premise will be major premise. So as I already told you, in premise, in both the premise, one term will be always there. What term it will be? Which term will always be present in?
General.
I'm asking which term will be present in both the premises every time.
Middle term.
Middle term, yes. So just keep these things clear. So minor premise will be premise containing minor term, and major premise will be premise containing major term. Again, I am repeating, minor premise will be premise containing minor term, and major premise will be premise containing major term. So, which will be the minor premise here?
First one,
First one will be
minor premise.
your minor premise because minor term is here, and second one will be your major premise because major term is there. Which term? Animal will be there. Sometimes this can be your major premise, sometimes this can be your major premise. Please don't be confused in that. Anything can be your, any premise in both the premise can be your minor or major premise. So just don't be confused in there. Okay. Now see how to write mood.
Sir,
Yes.
can you repeat this premise concept again? I lose the network.
Okay. You understand this major term, minor term, and middle term. What is
Yes,
major
sir.
term? What is
Yes,
minor?
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now see, in both the premises, in that premise in which minor term will be present, it will be called as minor premise, and the premise in which major term will be present, it will called as major premise. Okay, understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now how to write mood? So which statement is this? A, I, O, U. Which statement is this? All dogs are cat.
A type.
Yes, sir.
A statement. This is
A. All statements are
All are male only.
all are A type statement. So how you will write mood? It's very easy, and you can expect one question from this moods and figure. First, just write the major premise. So major premise is A type, minor is also A type, and the conclusion is also A type. So the mood of this syllogism will be triple A. Again, one thing you need to keep in the mind, keep in your mind, major premise will also come first, will always come first. This can happen like your second statement will be major premise. So you have to write that statement first and first statement in second line. So just one example we will take. Okay, now just tell the mood of this syllogism.
Sir, not getting.
Okay, I'm asking like what will be the mood of this syllogism? So as we did here, you just need to do it again. Like you are not able to understand the question.
So first sentence is a E-type question sentence.
See, just first find the minor term. Which is the minor term? Which will be the minor term?
Human, sir.
Human. The term which will be present in subject of conclusion will always be minor term. That's why I am like teaching this relatively slow, because you can expect one question from this, might be one or two. Next is this will be
Major term.
Major
major
terms of
term. So the major term is present in which premise?
E.
B. So it means it is your
First one.
major premise. Okay, and this will be your minor premise because in this minor term is present. Now, this animal is what term? Middle term.
Middle
So,
term.
no use of middle term in determining the mood. See, now, as I already told you, if you want to write the mood of a syllogism, first write which type of statement is your major premise. So, which type of statement is your major premise?
E, sir.
E.
It is which type statement?
Universal negative.
I'm asking about major premise. Major premise is not this one, it is this one. That's why I gave this question. First, you have to write about major premise. This is the writing
Is
of all.
I type of question sentences. Some.
Yes, then conclusion. In this order, you need to write. So, which statement is this major premise? I type. Then you will write minor premise. Minor premise is which type statement?
Minor is a no wala na E type of question,
Yeah,
sentence.
Sir,
E type. And conclusion is
Is also is a type of question sentence.
yeah. Any doubt?
yes, sir. The second line will be the minor premise, right?
All humans.
So because human is the minor term, so
Yeah, true.
so
Sorry.
EIA is the syllogism.
Okay, this will be your minor premise, minor term, because it's coming first in the conclusion. So it will be your minor premise. and it will be your major premise. So first write this thing. So major premise is I, then it is E, and then it is A. The mood of this syllogism will be I, E, and A. Also got confused. So just
Sir, EIA is a mode.
no, I, E,
No, sir, again, EIA is the correct one.
You told major, minor term you have to write first, no? So some this no sentence is our major term is there, no sir? So first E sentence is there, then I sentence is there, and then A sentence is there.
No, no, IEA is IEA.
A. Should we go for voting? Anyway, voting environment is there.
Sir, can you again explain?
Yeah, some candidates are also from Nota. Okay, we will understand this. See, no need to be no need of any confusion in this.
सर कैन यू मतलब वो उसका कॉन्सेप्ट एक बार फिर बता दो मूड
ये
वाला
minor term, major term. Are you understanding this? What is minor term and what is major term?
या
Now, see, everybody, this human is minor term or major term?
Minor term.
Minor terms.
Minor term. So the premise in which human is present, it will be minor premise.
Yes, sir, second one.
This
Second one.
good, yeah, this good will be major
Major.
term, and this will be major premise.
Yes, sir. Right.
Now, while writing for this mood, first write which type of statement is major premise, then write about minor premise, then write about conclusion.
Then it is EIA.
Then it is
EIA, sir.
okay. So major premise is first premise. So no good are animals. It is E-type statement. Okay. And we will write about this. Some animals are human. It is I-type statement, and last one is A-type statement. So E, I, and A. Understood? One more
Yes,
question.
sir.
Some animals are cows. Some animals are good. Some cows are good. Okay, now tell about the mood of this syllogism.
Minor is cow. Sir, I. All are I.
I type of sentence.
All are I-type. Okay, now
Sir.
I'm changing this. Are not good. And now, what will be the move?
IOI.
IOI. Okay, any other answer? Someone is not Agreed.
I, sir.
I,
O A I, sir.
all possible combination you guys are telling.
I.
O
So,
A
so,
I,
so,
sir.
so,
Sir,
so sorry, sir.
EII.
O,
E,
I, sir. O, E, and then I.
O, E, and I. How,
Yes,
like,
sir.
how these much answer are possible?
Sorry, O E I is correct. I thought all you wrote all. That's the reason I thought I said A, but it's E. O
Now
E
see,
I.
this one is I type, this one is E type statement, okay? This one is O type
O
statement,
type.
and this one is I type statement. So how, why you are saying two I type statement, here also two I type, here one A type statement, from where this A type statement came? Two
Sir,
I type statement.
sir, now only you changed means first premises, no animals or cows. I did not saw at that time. Means I saw that some animals are cows and second premises, some animals are not good. Means I think you changed only second sentence. Okay, now EOI.
Now see, EOI. Okay. Now see, this will be your minor premise, minor term. This will be your major term. Okay. Now see, minor term will lead you to minor premise. So it will be your minor premise, and it will be your major premise. So first, just write which type of statement is major premise. So which type of statement is this? Some animals are not good. Which type of statement is major
O,
premise?
O type of question
O type.
sentence.
I already told you while writing for mood, what type of statement you will write first, major or minor?
Major.
Major. So you will write first
O,
O, then you will write
E.
E, and then
Minor
you
term.
I. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Shall we do one more example?
Yeah, one more example we will do. No guns are weapon. All stick are guns. Some weapons are stick. Now, what will be the mode?
A, I, E.
AIE. Okay, one answer we got. Any other answer you have?
I
IAE.
A E, sir.
IAE. Okay. So this one is correct answer. See, no guns are weapon. Guns will be your minor term and weapon will be your major term. So major term will lead you to major premise. Which is your major premise? First or second?
Second one, I.
Second one. So just write which type of statement is second statement. It is I type statement. Then the other will be definitely uh, minor premise. It is A type statement. And at the end, you need to write conclusion. Conclusion is E type statement. So it will be I, A, and E. You again, in this answer, you again did the same mistake. You need to write first about major premise, then you will write about minor premise. That is the point of finding major or minor premise here. Else we can directly write without knowing the major and minor premise. Why we are trying to know the major and minor premise? Just to write it in correct order. Okay. Next, figure. So again, for example, all dogs are loyal. All humans are loyal. So all dogs are human. So in while you were finding the mood, you were only going for minor premise, major premise, minor term, major term. Now, while you will calculate figure. You will try to find the figure. No need of going behind major and minor term, major and minor premise. Uh, you need to focus on this middle term. Again, before that, first just write the major premise, minor premise, and conclusion. Just write the syllogism in this form. Sometimes this will be your major premise, sometimes this will be your major premise. So you need to write your syllogism in this form. So which is the major premise out of these three? First, second one will be your major premises. So just write this statement first. All humans are loyal. Next, just write minor premise. This will be automatically your minor premise. All dogs are loyal. And this will be your conclusion. It will be always there in the third position. All dogs are human. Now see, the position of your middle term will tell you what figure of your syllogism is. Now, which is your middle term?
Loyal.
So loyal is present in the loyal is present here in subject or predicate.
Predicate.
Yeah, it is present in predicate. Okay, just a minute. It is present in predicate in both the premises. So in that figure in which middle term will be present in both premises, if it is present in predicate, then it will be called as second figure. So I will tell you what will be the position of middle term in first figure, what will be the position of middle term in second figure. This I will tell you, but just for example, I gave this example, like this is the example of second figure, and that is how you will calculate figure. Now position of middle term in different figure. First figure. So in first figure, middle term will be present in the subject of your minor premise and subject of your major premise and predicate of your minor premise. This is first figure. Middle term will be present in the subject of major premise and predicate of minor premise. I already told you we first need to write major premise, then we will always write minor premise. Now see second figure. In second figure, middle term will always be present in the subject or predicate. Like in this example, middle term was present in predicate of both the premise. Now, third figure. In third figure, middle term will be present in the subject of both the premise. This M is your middle term, and these other will be minor term. This will be your major term. This will be your minor term. This I'm not writing because we are focusing on middle term. And in your fourth figure, middle term will be present here. In the predicate of major premise and subject of your minor premise. Understand this? Understood?
Yes, sir.
No,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. Any confusion in this?
Yes, sir.
Sir, no, sir, I could not get it. I mean, second figure, middle term should be in subject, in the subject place, and yes, subject place. And third position also same. You are saying. I could not get it. Can you repeat, sir?
Now see uh, how we are determining the figure. We are just determining the position of middle term. I already explained you, like middle term will be present in both the premises. In major premise, middle term will be there, and in minor premise, middle term will be there. Uh, this much you understand?
Yes, sir.
Everyone understand this much? Like middle term will always be present in both the premises.
Yes, sir.
So what will be the, now see, all humans are good. Two terms are there. So I am just denoting the middle term with M and the remaining term with a dot in the next page. Here also I am denoting this dog with the dot because it is minor term, and I am denoting the middle term with M. So see, in this question, in major premise, middle term was present in predicate. And in minor premise also, middle term was present in predicate. This much you understood?
Yes, sir.
Now just go to the figure, like which figure is corresponding to this position of middle term. In which figure middle term is present in predicate of both the premises. Second figure.
Yes, sir.
Now understood?
Yes, sir. Got it.
Okay.
Then
If
third figure, fourth.
now see, just for example, if this will be your middle term, and in minor premise this will be your middle term. Again, I am repeating, if this will be your middle term and in minor premise, this will be your middle term. Now, which figure is it corresponding? Just see this.
Fourth figure? No, sir.
Just see again. Middle term is present in subject of major premise and predicate of minor premise. Now see, just see the figure. First figure, middle term is present in subject of my major premise and predicate of minor premise. So it will be what figure?
First
First.
figure. First.
Everybody understood now?
Yes, sir. Now got it. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, now one more example. Now you uh, don't need to cram this, no need to like remember this. Now we will, if you understand this, now we will just remember a trick.
So first we need to change the sequence, like we need to write major after that only minor.
Yeah,
Then only we
most
need to write.
that thing. We need to change the sequence of premises. First major, then minor. Now see, for example, if this is your middle term and this is your middle term, then what figure will be this? Just look at the figures.
Sir,
Third one.
second figure. Second.
Again, just see, middle term is here and here. Now which figure?
Third one, so third figure.
Yeah, third one. In second figure, middle term is in predicate and
Yes.
here it is in subject. Okay, so now if you understand this, I will just tell you a trick. Now see, first figure, middle term is present in subject and in minor premise it is present in predicate. In second figure, both middle term in both the premise is present in
Predicate.
predicate because it is in last point. Now
Yes, sir.
see, here middle term is present in subject in both the premises. Just understand these two things together and these two things together. Okay, just a minute. Now see, here middle term is present in third figure. Middle term is present in subject of both the premises, and in fourth figure middle term is present in major premise. It is present in subject or predicate.
Yes, sir. What you are asking, sir?
This is first figure, second figure, third figure, and fourth figure. In fourth figure, middle term is present in subject or predicate in major premise.
Subject.
See again, this, if you will just see this, it is present in predicate, and in minor premise, it is present in
Sir,
subject.
you are showing which screen?
Okay, screen is not visible.
No, it's visible. I'm just asking which you are showing. Like दो
Okay.
फिगर्स हैं, बॉक्सेस हैं दो, वो वाले.
हाँ वही, ये फर्स्ट फिगर हो गया, ये सेकंड फिगर, थर्ड फिगर एंड फोर्थ फिगर. Or now just relate these figures with, for example, two premises are written there. So here in first figure, middle term will be present in the subject of major premise because it is always written at the top, and minor premise, it will be always in predicate. Okay. In second figure, both the premises middle term will be in predicate. Now, if we will go to this figure, this is a completely different than this. This is your third figure. In this, middle term is present in subject of both the premises, and in the fourth figure, for major premise, it's present in subject or predicate.
Predicate, sir.
Predicate, and this is subject. Okay. So by this, you can calculate the figure.
सर ये वाला फिगर
If you are not
कंफ्यूजिंग है.
Okay, if you are not able to understand this, just remember this. first figure, second figure, third figure and fourth figure.
Yes, sir. This one is
देखो मैंने वहां पे कुछ नहीं किया, मैंने जस्ट ऐसे कनेक्ट कर लिया और इनको मैंने एक जगह पे बना लिया, ये ऐसे हो गया। उसके बाद ये प्रेडिकेट में ही दोनों जगह मिडिल टर्म है, एंड आई जस्ट ड्रॉ इट हियर and here I draw like this and this one I draw like this. I did nothing, just I connected all these things, and it's a trick to remember all the figures. Now if it is confusing for you, you can go through these four figures, you can remember this. This is also not very difficult to remember. Okay, now just we will do one or two questions, then we will move to next topic, fallacies. Now tell about mood and figure.
Sir, mood is
sir,
triple
mood
A
is AAA.
and figure is fourth figure.
Yes, sir. Mood is AA, figure is fourth one. Means middle term in major statement predicate, and in middle term in minor
Sir, can
statement
you
is
show again?
Okay, so moods and figure. Mood will be,
A type, sir.
yeah, A, and will be
Fourth figure.
Fourth
fourth.
figure.
Okay. Okay, so we'll check this, and I have just some work now. So can we meet again at 6 after 1 hour? Okay, so we'll meet again at the next 1 hour. From 6 we will start and we'll finish this, at least this Western logic part, so that maybe today only or might be tomorrow we will complete this. Okay, so we'll start at 6 p.m.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.